it's Andy at Muscle in the Mountains, and I am in Greenville, South Carolina for the first annual, first ever Greenville Motorama. This show is amazing. We got over 200 vehicles, around 250 or so, and it's all over the convention center. Lots of incredible stuff. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna give you my top 10 at the end of this video. You wanna stick around for that? Let's go see what we got. All right, y'all, here we go. What better way to start out the show than with a 72 340 CUDA. Love this Mopar, check it out. Yes, you got the pistol grip, 340, 4-barrel, great little engine. Love the color, love the stripe, that's awesome. 72 CUDA was a gorgeous car, for sure. Check out this beautiful Corvette. It's a 63 Vet. That awesome? Love that color. Wow. Yeah, that looks great. There's that iconic split window, 1 year only, in 63. Such a gorgeous ride. Those wheels look good on that. What do y'all think? Look at this. Wow. Yeah, that's sweet. Hey, one thing I'm loving about this show already, I don't hear any music. That's great. This awesome 34 Ford Coupe.
Oh, excuse me.
See that? Wow. Super nice. Lovely display as well. Very cool. Check this GTO out. Yeah. That's super tough right there. That's one serious resto-modded GTO. 69. Look at this. Wow. 455 in there. This interior is pretty incredible. Isn't that awesome? So we've talked about resto mods a little bit before, restored, modified. This GTO is definitely a resto mod. You got lots of modifications, but they've kept, very much an old school engine. So it doesn't always mean, an LS or something like that. So very cool GTO. Okay, so not a classic or muscle car, but check this out. I love this. Financial mistake. Yes. Pretty crazy. It's a 2013 Chevy. See how this big Dodge embracing the patina with a clear coat. It is. Very cool. 72 Dodge D100. Isn't that tough? I like it. So check out this little ride. 1962 Manx SR2. Yeah, he has a steering wheel that goes there. It's not always the controller in that spot. Saw this car last weekend and at the Swofford show. If you've not seen that show, I'll link it below. Be sure to check that one out. It was a great show. Very, very cool little car. Love it. There are vehicles of all sizes here today, and a few bikes. As anyone who watches much knows, I am not a bike expert. If I'm an expert of anything, I'm not a bike expert. But that's one good looking Harley, I know that. And check this out. I love the style on this. This is super cool. Isn't that awesome? Very, very cool. I like it. And here you go. This is gorgeous. Wow. That's incredible. Very cool. Check this gorgeous 4th gen Camaro with 15,000 miles. This is an 02 convertible. So that would make it a 35th anniversary. It's SS package and convertible. Now, I think there's one like this for sale in Asheville. Or maybe this car. I don't know. Maybe not. But if you like this car, I think there's one for sale in Asheville at TPI Customs and Classics. That's a good looking car. Check this vet. Love this color. Super cool. Check out those blue wheels. Isn't that wild? This is a 2018 Corvette Grand Sport Carbon 65 edition. Okay. Look at this engine bay. Isn't that gorgeous? So let me ask you guys, give me a comment here. Do you like the C7 front engine Corvettes better, or do you like the newer C8 mid-engine bed? Yeah, that's awesome. Let me know in the comments. Would you prefer front engine C7 or the new C8 mid-engine bed? Let me know in the comments. Okay, check out this gorgeous 68 Firebird. Look at that. Wow. And it's got 428 on the hood, which is very interesting, right? Wow. That looks awesome. I like that a lot. Super cool little Firebird. Check out this Camaro. Dang. Yes. Isn't that wild? Got the doors up. Very cool. I think I've seen this one before. Very possible. That interior made me feel like I've seen it. I'm not sure. Love it though. Hey. Yeah, that's pretty wild right there. Pretty wild. Check out this vet. Dude. Wow. So 69 Mako Shark with 427. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. So I remember when I was a kid, I had a model of one of these. So check it out. You got the Baldwin Motion paint scheme. Very cool. I'd love to know. Yeah. The motion on there. I'd love to know the real, like, full story on this car. Maybe we'll try and find somebody we can talk to here in just a second. That's super cool. Cool little 32 Ford Roadster. Look at this. So I believe there's around 250 vehicles. And we will certainly cover the entire show today. That's the plan anyway. Check out the white walls. I like that. Don't see that a lot. Now check out this 32 Ford. How wild is this? Look at that. Wow. Man, that is cool. I love the color. Look at this color. Isn't that crazy? There's something going on over there. Oh, that's right. I just heard a lady say they're chopping the top live on a vehicle. Let's go check that out. Autobarn Classic Cars in Concord, North Carolina can make your dream car a reality. The Autobarn has been a locally owned family business for over 20 years and has a 60,000 square foot showroom. Also, if you're looking to sell your classic or collector automobile, you will love their hassle-free consignment process. For more information, go to autobarnclassiccars.com or call 704-788-2765. Check out this wild little Honda. Very cool. So I have already seen a couple vehicles in the building that I recognize, and this is one of them. I filmed this one last weekend in Swafford, actually, and I filmed this one a couple other times before. This young lady has a very cool ride with the Iron Maiden theme going on this Challenger. Very wild. Says, look up. Let's see if we can do that here. There you go. One wild Challenger, and check out the color shift on that hood. Dang. See some of these other little newer vehicles in this area. This one's on a 2019 Dodge. Some wild paint. Gladiator written on there. Isn't that wild? Mercy. That's pretty cool. And it's got like the stars up on the roof also. Dang. It's a beast. Wow. So this one is Christian themed. Armor of God going on and different things here. Very cool. So I'll show you up the front. Nice. I like it. And one more over here at this end. 2015 Challenger. Carolina Challengers. I wonder if all of these are part of one group. I'm not sure. Pretty tough. Very nice pickup. Isn't that cool? Lexus engine. Wow. I must say, I've never seen that before. C10 pickup with a Lexus engine. Wow. Dang. And a Ford 9-inch, of course. Check this out. Low Lion. Carolina Truck Shop. Very cool pickup. Love this color. Isn't that gorgeous? Check it out. And that's the way to dress up a Vortec right there. Very pretty truck. And check out this silver one. Very cool. Big old Riddler wheels. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. A 69 Chevy C10 old blue. I might have seen this one recently because I'm remembering these wheels, or else, you know, I'm sure that it's not the only truck with those wheels, or I wouldn't think it would be. But I'm just now starting to see them in places. Or maybe I've only seen them on this truck. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Another really dressed up Vortec. Okay, so I'm loving this car. 66 Mustang Fastback, Coyote engine. Look at that. I like how they've matched the color on the engine with the car. That looks really good on this. Love the GT grille and lights. It's such a gorgeous ride. Yeah, that looks good. 66 Mustang Fastback resto-mod, looking super smooth. Nice. So I'm trying to be meticulous in my coverage so I don't inadvertently miss something, because there are a lot of vehicles in here. Excuse me. Very cool. 85 Chevy. Look at that. Love the paint scheme. Isn't that tough? Gorgeous pickup. Okay, this is pretty cool. 47 Buick, I believe. I'd love to see this with the top down. Right? That is cool. Super convertible. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty tough. Pretty tough. Wow. You don't see that every day. Okay, with a name like Muscle in the Mountains, you can imagine that our forte and our taste runs to muscle cars, and a 66 Chevelle is certainly one of the favorites. This is beautiful. Very cool resto-modded Chevelle. I know many of you would much rather see this with a 396, but this LT1 is pretty cool in this car, and I love that it actually has Chevelle written across the covers, right? That's a pet peeve of mine, to see a car that's not a Corvette that has an engine in it that probably originated from a Corvette, and it still says Corvette on the engine. I don't like that. But I love this. This is gorgeous. Yes. And that black is just, wow. Mercy. Yeah. I like how it's got LT1 badging on it too. I mean, it says Super Sport, and it may have been. I don't know. But that's just really cool. And those wheels look good on that car. Very appropriate for that style of 66 Chevelle. This is a beauty. Wow. So it's got a Tremec 5-speed and a 6.2 LT1 with stage 3 cam. That thing is gorgeous. I love it. All right, everybody, if you've not seen it yet, check out our new magazine from the Run to the Sun car show. Look at this. Incredible stuff. All in here. We got all kinds of publications at muscleinthemountains.com. We got our magazines, our calendars, our Chevelle Spotters Guide, all kinds of stuff. You gotta love the new magazine here from Run to the Sun. Get yours today at muscleinthemountains.com. All right, check out this 53 Ford. Can't be much more different than what we just looked at in that Chevelle. That flathead, absolutely cool. And this very patina 53 Ford mainline, right? Yes. And if you've never had these seat covers or those blankets, then you just haven't lived. Oh, check it out. You got the banjo and the moonshine going on. I love it. Yes. Very cool Shine Runner Ford. That's awesome. I like the hat too. Very cool pickup. Check it out. Yeah, that's awesome. Very different. Like, they got lots going on here. You know, I mean, you got the patina, you got these gold rallies, right? And you have this interior. I mean, look at the red dash and the new seats. Very cool old ride right here. 46 Chevy 3100. That's tough. Check out this gorgeous pickup. Very cool Chevy resto-mod. Nice. Yeah, that looks great. Look at this color. Mercy. I love the brown interior with that blue. Kind of an officer's blue-gray. Super nice truck. That's gorgeous. Very cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, check out this gorgeous Chevelle. Loving it. Check it out. That's awesome. 71 or 2. Let's get up here to the front and see. 72. Very cool. That's fantastic. So much space in there, right? And they used it well. That's awesome. Very nice. All right, y'all, I'm out here with my buddy Rick. How you doing, brother?
Doing good. Thanks for coming.
Good, good. Thanks for having me. I love this 70 Challenger resto-mod. Tell me a little bit about this car. How long have you had it?
I got the car in 2012
Right.
as a Hulk with nothing inside.
So just a roll, just the body, right?
Body.
And have you done a lot of the work yourself?
4 years in my garage.
Really? That's
Put it all
awesome.
back together again.
Wow.
There's the Hulk.
Oh my goodness,
Oh my
yeah.
goodness, yes, but it's all brand new sheet metal.
Nice.
That's why I bought it.
Right.
So I'm mechanically capable and started putting it together.
Wow.
And that's
So
4 years.
what engine was this car originally? I know it didn't come with it, but for you, but
Small block.
okay.
Small block was in it. I got a 340 from a friend.
Okay.
And I built it, put it in the car.
Nice.
And then around what, 20? Then it was finished.
Okay.
2017.
Gotcha.
Right before COVID, 2020.
Right. Right.
LSs are in and the Coyotes are in. Well, I
Sure.
sold a Hemi car at Auto Fair in Charlotte.
Okay.
And I said, I'm going to do that.
There you go.
I started looking for a Moto.
Right. Love the auto fair in Charlotte. That's a great, great show. Yeah. I'll be there.
Oh, okay, of course.
So what did this engine come out of?
A 2021 Scatback Dodge Charger.
Nice.
With
Right.
soup, the B.
Yeah, yeah. I noticed you had the badging there.
The car was 2 months old.
Okay.
Got a rear end
Oh no.
with 3,500 miles.
Well, don't you love it when a car gets hit in the back instead of the front? That's right.
I bought the motor, did my homework, and had to take the car back apart.
Right. Right.
The transmission won't fit.
Oh, I bet.
All we had to do, we had to put a tunnel in it,
Okay.
and the company makes a tunnel kit.
Yeah.
We put a tunnel in it,
Nice.
and I bought Riley Motorsports, altercation, front suspension,
Right.
rear suspension, tore it all back apart, threw all the stock stuff away.
Wow.
Actually, I sold a lot.
Right, right, right.
Just worth some money. And then we modernized the car, and it's
Wow. I bet it runs so good.
oh god, yes.
Yeah.
23 miles to the gallon.
Wow.
Speed is fantastic.
Right.
And it is deadly fast.
Oh, I guarantee it. So, tell me a little bit about this interior.
Interior. I've been through about 300 or 400 seats. The original ones were so beat up, so tore up, I couldn't
Right.
afford it in my thumb. So I went on eBay and found a set of high back bucket seats.
Gotcha.
And here lately they started not what I wanted. So I found these on eBay.
Okay.
And put them in the car. It feels real good. The fella in the back seat, the 3R's upholstery shop,
Okay.
matched front to back as it should.
Okay. Nice.
Came out good, didn't it?
Yeah, it does. It looks great. I love the red stitching. That's really cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it looks great. The very first thing when I came up to this car, the first thing I noticed, that maybe go, oh, this is a little different, was I saw that shifter handle.
Yes.
Right.
When you put the transmission has its own computer and everything,
Right.
and you have to get the electronic shifter to go with the computer. So,
Somebody's alarm got set off. Wow. There they go. All right, tell me a little bit about these wheels. What you got?
eBay.
Aha.
Those are. I never heard of this company before.
Okay.
I wanted something different.
Yeah.
You see, a lot of them have the bolt patterns way out.
Right.
It's like bolt pattern. And
Okay.
I saw them and I fell in love with them.
Right.
They've been on the car ever since.
Well, I mean, it really works with the car. You know, they're not enormous, right? Like a lot of them you see on these resto-mods. They're not huge, but they are modern. And it's a modern car. Yeah. Fantastic. It looks gorgeous. Love the black. You got the badging from the newer engine. Very cool.
Another way for it.
Very cool. I love it, man. This is great.
Been at a drag strip a couple times.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
I got a spare set of wheels at the house with some drag radials on it.
Nice. That's the way to do it right
Tires
there.
won't work.
Sure.
And it surprised everybody.
Oh, I bet.
We had a lot of fun.
Oh, I guarantee it. That's just awesome, brother. Now, tell me about this steering wheel.
Well, I had the stock steering wheel, and a friend of mine also has a Dodge Challenger, and I went over to the house and, hey, where'd you get that steering wheel at? So he told me where he got it, and I said, it makes it more.
Right. Yeah, it really works in there. I mean, it's very similar to the original, but not exactly.
Exactly.
And it just, it really fits this car. That's great. Very, very
The
cool.
aftermarket gauges in there.
Right, right.
And the car's it's a pleasure to drive, and
Very cool,
we
man.
go whenever we can. Car show every weekend usually.
Right. That's great. That's great. I love that you drive it.
Oh, yeah.
It's very drivable. That's very cool. Very
Put
cool.
20 bucks in it and go forever.
There you go. Great, brother. Thanks so much for telling me about your car. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Thanks, man. Talk to you later. Very cool Jeep. Golden Eagle. Yes. Love these. That's great. So this show all over here in the Greenville Convention Center. This is fantastic. So check out this 72 C10. Isn't that cool? Love it. Nice. I tell you, there are some really cool bikes here. Isn't that great? Hey, so I get asked all the time, how do you know where all these great car shows are? There's one answer for that: Ragtops and Running Boards. This is the newsletter that you need to never miss another great car show. Give them a call, send them an email. The information's in the description below. Get your newsletter, never miss another great car show. Check out this vet. Oh my word. Wow. So you got the Stinger hood, what little is still over there with this engine coming out of it. Not a lot of hood there when they actually have the hood on. Let's see, so this is a 63. Look at this. Mercy, look at these back wheels and tires. Oh my gosh. Wouldn't you hate to have to buy tires for this?
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. There you go. That is a beast of a Corvette. So I'm a big fan of C2 Corvettes. Definitely my favorite Corvette body style. These 63 to 67s. That one's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yep, 63 split window with a 502 engine. Absolutely insane. Mercy. All right, y'all, I'm here with my buddy Tim Stone. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, man.
So good to finally run into you.
sir.
I love this truck. Tell me about this truck.
Well, it's a D100 1970 Sweatline,
Okay.
and we actually, the truck was in Woodruff, South Carolina. A friend of mine found it, bought it. I talked him out of it, and then we found this Hemi engine, and we didn't have the truck yet. We got the engine first. We're looking for something to put it in.
Right.
So we found the truck, and we figured it would be a good mate for it. So me and my buddy, Mike Lowe, got to work on it, cut it up, made it work.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I had somebody come up to me one time. I was filming something, somewhat similar. And they said, "Do you really like all that engine sticking up out of there?" And I said, "Yeah."
I love it, man.
Right?
Big motor, that's the
Right.
thing, We like it. Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That is awesome. So tell me what all's going on. So obviously we got the Hemi.
So what we got, this is a 392, a 1958 Chrysler Hemi.
Wow.
392. It's got a turbo 400 Chevrolet transmission,
Okay.
and then it's got a Ford 9-inch rear end.
Wow.
So it's like a Johnny Cash.
Sure, yeah. One piece at a time, brother.
One piece at a
There
time.
you
Yep.
go.
Yep.
All right, so tell me about the different stages that coming up through here.
Okay. What we did as far as the frame, we actually bought the tires and wheels,
Right.
cut the frame out from under it, set it down on jacks where
Gotcha.
we wanted it to ride.
Yeah.
Then we began to build the frame, and my buddy Mike Lowe, he cut the frame out, built the whole frame so it would sit just like this going down the road.
Well, he's got the right name, doesn't he?
Mike Lowe.
Lowe.
Yep.
It is Lowe.
He goes by Low Life
That's great.
Customs. That's what he does.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I love where you got the exhaust coming out. That's really, really cool.
Thanks. We want to do something different,
All right. That's fantastic. And I love this color. So I'm a patina guy.
Right.
I love patina.
Yep.
I've got a 72 Mach 1. It's a
Right.
patina car.
Yes, sir.
But shiny paint makes me nervous.
Yep, me too.
right?
Me too. Yep.
You get something happen here, you can work with it.
Right. That's
know.
right. Yep. Well, I tell you what we did. We did on the paint, it was actually really dry, chalky looking.
Yeah.
And we got our buddy Greg Cantor to do ceramic coat.
Okay.
So that way it's not too shiny, not too dull. It really won't
Gotcha.
paint up. But the color is factory and it's desert turquoise.
Wow.
That's what it is. I looked it up.
So also, you know, we talked a little bit about patina. I love patina.
Right.
I hate fake patina.
Yeah, me too.
You know, sponge paint on a car, I'm just not into it.
Me too.
But this looks perfect.
Yeah.
Super cool.
It's just something you can't duplicate it. It's been
Exactly.
through it, and that's what you see, you know?
Exactly.
So,
It looks great.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me a little bit about the wood in the bed.
okay, well, what I do, I'm a floor man. That's what I do for a
Awesome.
living, wood floor man. So I figured, you know, I kind of wanted to leave it open so you could see Mike's work, what he
Right,
did
yeah.
in here. And we did a flooring that's called circle sawn.
Gotcha.
And it's kind of rustic, so we figured
Yeah.
it'd fit the truck, fit the patina, you
Okay.
know?
So I've done a little bit of hardwood flooring in my life.
Oh, have you? Okay.
In a few houses we've got, you know.
Cool.
But yeah, that looks great. I recognized that right off. I was like, that looks good. I
Yeah.
like what you did
Cool,
there.
man. I appreciate
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
We just kind of took what we had and worked with it, you know?
Yeah. Hey, that's
Yep.
that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Tell me a little about this interior. It's really cool.
Well, I'll tell you, man, I kind of wanted to do something different.
Right.
And, you know, I hadn't really seen a whole lot of cow skin in a
Sure.
truck or cowhide, so
Right.
I figured I would kind of incorporate some distressed leathers
Mm-hmm.
to match the truck.
Nice.
And the cowhide, I just love the cowhide, man. I
That
thought
looks
it'd be cool. I
fantastic.
thought it'd be different, you know?
It looks fantastic.
Those are actually Impala seats.
Okay.
So we had to get something a little bigger because the
Right.
truck's so wide. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That works, man.
We just try to get creative, you know?
Right. Dude, I love it. And you're on some old school Kragers.
Oh, yeah.
How cool is that?
Hey, I'll tell you the story behind that. So I'm 64 years old, had some hot rods early on.
Sure.
In my teens.
Right.
I never was able to get something with Kragers. So it's my first set of Kragers.
This is your time.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's my first set.
Hey, it looks awesome on that. You know, I mean, so many people, I'm sure, would you know, have massive wheels on this thing.
Right.
Those look so great.
Thank you. I
That looks
appreciate
so
it.
good. I love that choice.
I figured it would fit the era, you know?
It does.
Old school.
Totally does.
Yep.
Yeah, you've made some really cool decisions here, brother, and I love
Thank you
every
a
one
lot.
of them.
Coming from you, it means a lot, man.
Oh,
I know you see a lot of
I
stuff.
see a lot of stuff, and
Yeah.
this is right up there, man. One of the coolest trucks I've ever seen.
Thank you. We
For
appreciate
sure.
you.
Yeah, that's awesome. So how wide are those back tires?
They're like 14s.
Right.
Yes, sir. They're
That's
14
awesome.
wide. Yep.
Very cool.
Yep.
So have you ever gotten it on the drag strip and just let her go?
Never have.
Yeah.
We did it. We
That
did
would be
a little,
amazing.
A little bit on the street, but we don't
Sure.
talk about it. You know.
Right? Yeah, you go down to Mexico
We
for
don't
that.
talk about it, yeah.
Yeah. I understand.
That's right.
I understand. Brother, I love your truck.
Thank you, man.
Good to
Appreciate
finally meet you.
Yes, sir.
And thanks for showing us your truck.
Yes, sir. Thank you a lot, man.
Gorgeous Chevy pickup. I love these mid-60s Chevys. Definitely one of my favorite truck body styles. Isn't that awesome? I like the painted steel wheels. That looks great. Check out the houndstooth. Check out the 8-track. Yes. Love it. Love it. I even like that bed interior. That's awesome. That works in black. Gorgeous pickup. All right, definitely going to talk to these guys here in just a minute. They got a couple of cars in here. One of them I want to really check out. But look at this Buick. I love a '69 Buick. Very cool. It's one of the cars that I would love to own one day. I'm a big fan of both Buicks and Oldsmobiles. Love to have either one of them. But check out, just the shape on these '69 Buicks. I mean, look at the curve on that. Isn't that gorgeous? And I love the side. I don't notice it as much with this one because of the color and the paint and everything, but just the shape of these cars are just so cool. Yeah, that's awesome. '69 Buick GS, riding on some Riddlers. Seriously blacked out windows. I can't see anything of the interior there whatsoever. That looks great. Super cool. Okay, so one of the coolest cars anywhere, right? I mean, just anywhere, not just, you know, in this show. One of the coolest cars anywhere is this. They've named it Helenor, as you can see why, right? Very, very Eleanor, but with this kind of blood red, yeah, Eleanor. It works. Absolutely gorgeous car. So this was built by Matthews Customs out of Asheville, North Carolina, very much in my neck of the woods. This color is candy cranberry. It's got a 428 Cobra Jet. Look at this. Yes, love the 428 Cobra Jet. So it's a 67 Mustang, of course. Fastback, of course, with the Eleanor treatments here. You got the Shelby implements going on. Check out where the exhaust comes out. Super cool. Love this. Yeah, that's tough. That is so tough. Such a gorgeous ride. Nice. All right, check out this 59 GMC. Super cool. Old Gold is its title, name. Isn't that beautiful? Mercy. This is a very local truck from Greer. It's gorgeous. Wow, that's a lot of gold. I think I would have named it the Midas Touch. That is beautiful. I love the 58s and 59s. Love the double headlights. And, GMC, that's just a super cool truck. Love the way it sits. Mercy. And I like these wheels. I'm digging this style nowadays. I'm very much an original wheel guy. I'm not a huge wheel guy, for huge wheels. But something about these, it's a good marriage of both. And on a truck like this that sits, literally 2 inches off the ground, that works. That looks good. I like that a lot. All right, y'all, I'm out here with my buddy Mike Lowe. How you doing, brother?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Love this Corvair. So tell me a little bit about this car.
It's a 1966 Corvair. It's a full tube chassis built by one of our other friends, Robert French. It's got a 9-inch forward rear end, 3-link rear suspension. It's a 468 big block Chevy.
Mercy.
871 high helix blower. Turbo 400 transmission. Weighs about 2,900 pounds.
Wow.
It's a pretty scary ride.
With that engine, 2,900 pounds.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Oh my goodness. So you're like 500 pounds lighter than just about everybody.
Yeah. Well, the original Corvairs only weigh like 2,400.
Yeah. With hardly an engine at all.
And we've cut everything out, real thin sheet metal. So
wow.
It's really lightweight.
So for what this car is, for this kind of race car style, it looks comfortable.
It is. It actually drives pretty good. I have to run race gas because of the compression, but
right.
It actually drives really good. I mean, considering what it is, most people think, I bet that thing will beat you to death.
Right.
It rides good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's double adjustable coilovers all the way around. So.
Wow. I love you got the roll cage going on. Very cool. So I like this paint, like this satin kind of finish, right?
Yeah.
That's very cool. I think it looks great on this.
It's actually not even paint.
Really?
It's DuPont primer. We mix clear.
Wow.
Just to get
so
it
you cleared primer.
Color. Yep. But
that's cool.
We actually have satin paint that we're going to do. I just haven't did it yet. So.
Okay.
That'll be the next in the works. But
okay. Well, that's awesome. So we got the parachute. I was filming a car a while back, and I said, this is for tailgaters.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Anybody riding too close, just pop the chute.
Right. Yeah. Cover their windshield with it.
Oh, that's great.
It's just a fun car. It gets a lot of attention because it's so different.
I guarantee. It's so different. And I love how you've got it named. You even got some of the lyrics there.
Yeah.
Great song. But, man, these tires, the wheels just look really good on this.
Thank you. They're
very cool.
Champion billets. They were actually built to order, but the guy died a few years ago during COVID. And they closed the company down.
Oh, no. Yeah. Wow. Wow. So carbon on the hood?
It's fiberglass hood.
Fiberglass,
It's got
okay.
A wrap on it, yeah.
Gotcha. Looks great.
Yeah, I want to get a carbon one made. I don't know who makes them, but
I have no idea.
Just like that, so.
Right.
But
That would be awesome. Man, it looks so good.
thank you.
I bet it will move. Any idea on the dyno about what this one's?
It's about 850.
850,
It was
yeah.
600 before we put the blower on it.
Right. Wow.
And it's underdriven 5%, so not to push it too hard.
So I love a Corvair, especially when somebody's put a front engine on it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the Corvairs I love. I'm not a purist for Corvairs, but
I think Nader would approve of it.
yeah, there you go.
That's the
For
way they
sure.
should have built them.
Right. The way the Corvair should have been from the start, right here. This is it. Brother, thanks for showing us your car. I love it.
Absolutely.
Very, very cool.
Thank you for the interview.
Very cool Stage 3 Roush Mustang. Good rolling advertisement, right? For internet discounts for you. Very interesting. Pretty cool Mustang. So 2023 Kia Stinger. Well then, this is not your mom's Kia, right? I'd drive it. That's pretty nice. Wow. Look at this beauty. 67 Camaro. Looking very cool. Very nice. Check out this awesome wrap. SC Graphics. SC Wraps and Graphics. It's pretty awesome. Check out this super cool pickup. Carolina Truck Shop here. That's awesome. It's a 41 Ford with the flathead, looking gorgeous. Isn't that cool? Man, I love that. Love it, love it. You know, you see so many old Ford hot rods and stuff. You know, they've got a 350 small block Chevy in them. Give me a flathead any day. I love it. That's awesome. Very cool. Check out this Apache. That's cool. Such a great truck. Oh yeah. Got the inline 6. Nice. Very cool. So this is a 59, I believe. Looking awesome. Love the vintage bike back there. That's cool. There you go. It looks like what I grew up with. Right? That's a beast right there, man. That's a lot of vehicle. Mercy. Looking good. Even like the paint scheme. Just a Ferrari looking gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? Love that color. So that's an 01 Ferrari. Beautiful interior. Alright, check this out. I love this car. So I've seen this one online so far, but had not seen it in person. Love the inline 6. So cool. And this color, oh my goodness. And it looks so clean. I wonder why it looks so clean and good. I wonder because this car belongs to Shine Co. Our buddy Kyle Hopefully we'll get to talk to him in just a minute. I mean, look at this finish. Wow. That's gorgeous. So Kyle's got one of my favorite cars around, which is a highly custom 59 Cadillac that we'll see here in just a minute. But this is so cool. I love this car. Like I said, I've seen pictures, seen it online, had not yet seen it in person, and mercy. I hope the video is doing it justice because this thing is gorgeous. Absolutely cool. Wow. Yes. Very, very cool. All right, so here is Kyle's custom 59 Cadillac. Filmed this car, I think the first time was over at Rod Run inside, and then I caught, no, maybe it's the other way around. Yeah, first time was over in Myrtle Beach. And so this car, we photographed it, filmed it, and it's actually in our magazine, the Run to the Sun magazine, that you can get at muscleonthemountains.com. Love this ride. So this is originally a 4-door car, right, that they have customized into a 2-door, and look at this paint on top. It's just incredible. Love the top of this car. It's one of my favorite things about it. And I love how it's got this, you know, like satin finish. Just amazing. Such a beautiful ride. Gorgeous custom 59 Cadillac. Looking amazing. One of my favorite cars. Very, very cool. All right, everybody, if you've not seen it yet, check out our new magazine from the Run to the Sun car show. Look at this. Incredible stuff. All in here. We got all kinds of publications at muscleonthemountains.com. We got our magazines, our calendars, our Chevelle Spotter's Guide, all kinds of stuff. You got to love the new magazine here from Run to the Sun. Get yours today at muscleonthemountains.com. All right, y'all, I got my buddy Terry. How you doing, brother?
Pretty good. Having a good day.
Awesome, awesome. So I love a good Pontiac. Tell me about this car.
All right, it's a 1988 Pontiac Formula.
Nice.
I bought the car new, so I've owned it 38 years.
How cool.
It's got the original block in it, but it's been stroked. It's got a 383 stroker kit in it now.
Very cool.
It's got air ride.
Yeah.
Obviously, all 350s were originally automatic cars, but I've swapped this over to a T56 now.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's got Bosey wheels on it. The paint, this car was originally white.
Okay.
It was painted in 2006, so that's a 20-year-old paint job.
It looks great.
That's actually a color called Electric Blue. It's a Mopar color that came on the 2002 Turbo Prowler.
Yeah. Okay, I remember those Prowlers.
Yeah.
So this car, you say you bought it new.
Correct.
I remember when these came out because, like, I was in high school.
Yeah.
Right, and so these were just so cool. A friend of mine had one in white.
Yeah.
Back then, so I remember that. But this is gorgeous, man.
Yeah.
I love the. So you got the roll cage.
Yep. There's
Very
a lot
cool
of subtleties
seats.
here. I want to show you something because
Okay.
it's kind of unique. This little script that came off of this piece here is where I got the script for the Formula.
Right.
That's not the original stock Formula script, but then I used it. It's in the wheels.
Right.
It's in the seats.
Okay.
It's on the, I don't know if you can see the Formula written at the bottom.
Right.
It's all done in that script. That's all airbrushed on.
Nice.
The bird in the front is also airbrushed on.
Wow.
This car's been in Pontiac High Performance and GM High Performance. Both of those are magazine articles from this car being in there.
Very cool. You know, I think that they were really onto something with this body style. I love these.
Well, at the time, this car had the lowest coefficient of drag of any car sold in America.
Wow.
Including the Ferrari Testarossa.
Wow. Very cool. And I love that you swapped it over to a manual.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, this color's stellar.
But it's a
Got the
lot of fun.
WS6 badging. Nice.
Yep. Obviously, that's a 4th gen deal, but I put it on this one.
Yeah. That's cool, man. That's a good looking car.
Appreciate it.
And you've got that engine just looking fantastic.
Awesome.
Absolutely fantastic.
Well, this car's been raced. It hadn't just sit. It's been down the drag strip probably 30 times. It's
Nice.
auto-crossed it. I've been on
Wow.
a round trip. I've done everything with this car. I've driven the heck out of it.
That's awesome. Very cool. You know, one thing I wish so bad
Yeah.
that they'd bring back the Pontiac.
Yeah, I
Right?
do too.
Oh, man.
Well, I got 3 of them. I also have an 87 convertible, which is really rare. They only made about 40 of them that were Formula Tune Ports convertibles.
Okay.
And then I've got a 68 GTO convertible as well.
Nice.
So I'm
Brother,
a
it's a
Pontiac
gorgeous car.
guy. Thank you so
Gorgeous
much.
car. Thanks so much for showing us your car.
Awesome.
So we got some great race cars over here. I love to watch drag racing. So check it out. So Greer Dragway is who we're advertising here. Man, I bet that's tough. Yeah, I'd love to see these run. Might have to get down to Greer Dragway sometime. That's not that far away for me. Check this out. Rear engine rail car. So that's like one of the junior ones, I guess. Very cool. There's lots of vendors in here. And when I think of car, truck, and bike show, it's not usually the bikes I think of, but very cool vintage Schwinn bikes. Yeah, all kinds of stuff here. Speaking of all kinds of stuff, how cool is that? Mercy. That's an awesome little hot rod. And check out this hauler. Oh my goodness. Yes. That's awesome. What a hauler, man. There you go. Party bus. Risky business party bus. Mercy. And check out this awesome Dodge Power Wagon. I saw this one down at Run to the Sun, either last year or year before, I'm not sure which. I remember seeing this because this thing really stands out. 50 Power Wagon. Man, that's a beast. That is up there. There you go.
Remember me?
Bro, that's awesome. That's so good. Love it. It was a beast, and yeah, it is. That's the beast. That's what they call it. Big old 50 Power Wagon. That's massive. Wow. 72 Chevy C10 long bed. Look at this. That's something you don't see every day. Check this bed. Wow. I love this yellow ochre color. Yeah, that's pretty tough. Check out this International Scout 2. Very cool. There you go. So this is a 78. Obviously not an engine from 78. I think maybe I saw this one at Run to the Sun last year. I know that Power Wagon was there. And I think all of these are like in a group. Check out this El Camino. Super cool. What year is this? 69 maybe? Let's get up here in front and see. No, that's a 71. Hard to tell from the back on an El Camino. 71. Love this paint. Love that color. 632 engine. Mercy. Mercy. Yeah. Man, that paint. Wow. Yeah, that's tough. Super cool El Camino. Wow. 41 Willis, looking cool. 1914. That might be the oldest one here today, folks. Right? Love it. See how this pickup. 58 or 9. 59 GMC. Looking nice. Hey, check out this hat from Reverent Hats in Boise, Idaho. If you want a fantastic, one-of-a-kind, or just a great quality hat, go to the link in the description. Reverent Hats. Wow. 2013 Roush. But this ain't just any Roush. Look at this thing. Mercy. This one's out here on carpet with some mirrors going on. That's a pretty cool display. Very nice. 2013 Mustang Roush Stage 3. 55 Chevy Pro Street. That looks really wild with those lights. I mean, it's like a peach color with checkerboard and flames. Checkered flag and flames. That's wild right there. That is one crazy 55 race car. Wow. Battleship C10. 69 Chevy. Look at that. Not going inside the display here. Don't know these folks. That's pretty tough. So if you know me, you know I love the early 60s Impalas. And this 63 is gorgeous. Look at that. Super cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Wow.
When are you going to have it out?
Monday, 10 a.m. That's awesome. So check out this Camaro. Oh my goodness. 69 Rally Sport. 69 Tango. That's what we're calling this one. Wow. All right, y'all, got my buddy John here. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well.
Good, good. Love a 67 Nova. This is a gorgeous car.
Thank you.
So you named this Ruby.
Yep.
Very, very nice. My daughter's name's Ruby.
Oh,
so I love that.
Cool.
My grandmother's name's Ruby, and my wife's grandmother's name's Ruby.
It should be your car.
This should be my car, right? This should be my daughter's car. That's what I should do.
Yeah.
So 67's my favorite Nova. Love the 6s and 7s. Tell me a little about this car. How long have you had this?
I've had this car for 17 years.
Wow.
And redid it, rebuilt it, restored it, and then in 2023 we restored it again.
Okay.
And so it's now as it sits. But
Okay. Absolutely gorgeous. So this color, what exactly is that?
well, it's off of a Mazda.
Okay.
I had it before. I had a tri-stage paint and had a scratch on it and couldn't repair it. So now I went with a stock color that you can order off the shelf. So, but it is Mazda.
Okay, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Such a great color. Love those wheels.
Thank you,
They're
sir.
really cool.
Billet Specialties.
Nice.
They're 20 by 12 on the rear and a 19 by 9 on the front.
Nice. So let's come in here, check out this interior. So tell me a little bit about the interior. That's one of the things that really draws my attention on this car.
Well, the interior is done by JB Interiors in Lexington, South Carolina.
Okay.
And custom built. Now those are the original seats,
Oh,
but
wow.
they've been stripped of all the materials and rebuilt from the ground up. But JB has done a couple of cars for me, and you'll never find anybody any better with more integrity than JB.
Nice. Love
Does an
that
excellent
gear
job.
selector. That's really cool.
Yeah, thank you. I think that's a Ring Brothers gear selector.
Absolutely amazing. So every inch of this car is perfect,
Thank you.
in my opinion. I mean, that
Yeah.
it just looks fantastic. Love, even the trunk.
Yeah, we filled
really
removed the emblems,
Oh yeah.
filled the trunk. Used to have an indentation, now we
Right.
smoothed it out, and
And people that really know the Chevy 2s will recognize that.
that gives it a good look when the trunk is shut.
Oh, yeah.
A smooth look all the way across.
Right.
And all, so.
Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So this steering wheel is pretty amazing.
That's
That looks
also a
great.
built specially steering wheel.
Nice.
It's all MDX Dakota digital gauges.
Right. It looks really comfortable in there.
Yeah, you know, with the car when they've been tubbed, a lot of them you lose the seats
Right.
in the rear, and they don't. And the seat might not be the most comfortable, but it is a seat that gives it a finished look rather than a race car look.
It looks
So,
great. It looks great. Now tell me a little bit about this 427.
Well, it's a 427. It's got AFR heads.
Okay.
It's got an Ingles fuel-injected stack system.
Wow.
And car really couldn't say enough about the fuel-injected stack system.
Okay.
He does a really superb job on that, and been really happy with it.
So it looks amazing, right? I mean, it's just a gorgeous look, but so you're saying it really runs well.
Runs well. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Got kind of a lumpy cam in it and all, but
Right.
yeah, it's really. I couldn't be happier with the
That's awesome.
setup.
So-
We finished all of under the hood.
Yeah.
We covered that and carried the honeycomb effect all the way through
Very
underneath
cool.
to the body panel.
Did not even notice that. There's
Yeah.
so many. Like this car, you can appreciate this car in a few minutes,
Right.
or you can spend an hour looking at this
Yeah.
car and not get
I have
not
counted,
take it all in.
I have counted up to 33 modifications that we've changed
Right.
up something on the car, but still it's a 67 Nova,
Right.
and you know it right off that it's a
Yeah,
67
yeah,
Nova.
certainly. Yeah, you didn't go crazy with it,
Yeah.
but everything is so meticulous and so well done.
Thank you, sir.
I love every decision you've made on this car. And I've said to many people before, I said, if you can have a 427, have a 427.
Right. Yeah, I think
Chevy or Ford.
that's correct. I think it's a perfect engine for a small, sticking that big block in there, but
Right.
yeah, it's just
Right. That's absolutely gorgeous.
Yep.
Absolutely gorgeous, man. Love the color, love the interior, love the engine, love the wheels. This is just a beautiful car. A
Much
beautiful
appreciated.
car.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
So here we go with another 67 Chevy. This one's in a convertible. Check out this interior. Isn't this gorgeous? Wow. Wow. Yeah. Chevy was doing something special in 66, 67. Love these cars. Some of my favorite Chevy cars are the 66 and 67s. That's just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. That is a beauty. That's gorgeous. Love this car. Gorgeous 69 Camaro convertible. My goodness, look at this. Yes. And I love the stripes like that. That's subtle. It's really cool. Oh, we got roll cage in here. Racing harnesses. Mercy. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a good looking Camaro right there. Good looking Camaro. Love it. We got some really cool race cars. Check out this 55. Look at this. I feel like I've seen this one. That's awesome. You know me, I love a 55 Chevy. And this is a beast. Wow. Love the slotted aluminum back there. Very cool car. Very cool car. Right?
Yes, sir.
Grumpy's Thumper. 40 Willis. That's a beast. Thank you. Another 55. So this gasser. Wow. That's beautiful. Mercy. Look at that. Flaking that paint. Wow. Yeah, that's just gorgeous. Love the vinyl seats. Look at that. Wow. I know I'm saying wow a lot, but I can't help it. Dude, this is amazing. That is up there too. Daggone. Gorgeous C10. Check it out.
It's solid, Steel.
68 Chevy pickup. Very cool. Yeah, I've noticed there's a lot of really good looking C10s in this show. Very cool. 68 C10 again. Love that orange. Isn't that great? Wow. Gorgeous C8 Corvette. And another, we got a C7, I guess. Right? 2019, yep. It's a beauty. So something I was talking about much earlier in the video. Which do you prefer? Do you like the front engine C7s? Or do you prefer the new mid-engine C8s? They're both gorgeous. Very cool. So one of my questions I had in my mind that just got answered on the Steinbeck era. So C7s were from 2014 to 2019. So this is kind of right in the middle of that with this gorgeous 2017. That's a beautiful car. Nice. Wow, that's some serious wheels right there too. Oh, I got a Z06. Yes. So 2006 with the LS7. Wow. It's one of the best engines ever. Right there. Love that thing. And 94. ZR1. Wow. That's awesome. Very, very cool. So that would be the C4 series. Wow. And here's a couple of C2s. This one looks like it might be a survivor car. 1966 with the 327 300 horse. Beautiful, and the side pipes. Check this one out. So I've not seen any C1 vets yet here. There may be one. It's another 66. Very nice. Wow. Gorgeous 56 convertible. 56 Chevy, of course. Right? That beauty. Modern interior. Very nice. Check out this 56. 210. With the LS3. Modern interior. Very cool. Resto-mod Tri-5 56. Gorgeous Pro Street Cobra Mercy. Wow. I did not know you could fit a Boss 429 in a Cobra. Oh my goodness.
Somebody had to do it.
It's an engine with wheels. Wow. That's incredible. Mercy. So what you're not really seeing over here, let me see if I can get to this side. I just love the heads and valve covers on the Boss 429 engine.
On this side.
Yes. That is gorgeous. So it's basically a Ford Hemi. Love it. Man. That's a lot of engine. That's incredible. So 568 is what we've got on there. So 429 bored and stroked. Wow. And blown. So you've got it all. If you can do it to an engine, you've done it, right?
I want to make a car that was different.
I say, you have won. Congratulations.
I got some big beats on the back too.
Oh, I say. Wow. And that's a little more cage than you usually see on a Cobra, but yeah, that's, and check out these pipes. Mercy. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I know we can't, but I want to hear it so bad. That's incredible, brother. Man, that's one of the baddest Cobras I've ever seen. Check it out, 64 Buick. Love the front end on these. Signs kind of got it covered up there, but mercy. These are so cool. See that Grant steering wheel. Love it. Yeah, that's massive. That's awesome. There you go. 86 Chevy Monte Carlo. LT1. There's something you don't see every day, right? Well, Toyota, check this out. I bet that thing will move. Gorgeous Nova. Wow. It is a beauty. 71 Nova. Looking gorgeous. Beautiful C10. Wow. 72 model. The LS6, I believe. Beautiful color. That's awesome. James Bond Special Edition. Die Another Day. I remember that. So 03 Thunderbird. Yeah. Check it out. 52 MG. Gorgeous 48 pickup. Wow. Look at this. Isn't that awesome? That's super nice. Super nice. '21 Mustang GT Spider. That's cool. Made a 2-seater out of it. I wonder if it's under there in the other back seat. I would say it is. That's cool though. Alright, y'all, check it out. Not only is it a 70 Chevelle SS, but if we look right here, LS6. So that's the big dog. The baddest engine ever put in a Chevy Chevelle from the factory. Right there. 454 LS6 in a 70 Chevelle. That's awesome. Very cool. Very cool 2011 Camaro convertible. Nice. Now this is one wild hot rod. Austin Healey 62. Look at that. Is that crazy or what? Got a cool C10. Digging the patina. Well, some of it's glossed, some of it's not. A wild truck up there. Look at this one. You know, I haven't seen a lot of Ford trucks today. This one is sitting way down low. 68 Ford. All right. Very cool. Dang. Oh, I'll show you this Bronco. Wow. I just said I hadn't seen many Ford trucks, and here we got a few. There's that seat cover. Love those.
Well, you have a good day.
Nice. Check out this beast. 2009 Charger. Wow. Very cool record. 52 Ford F5. Dang. That is wild up there. One mean Mustang. And we got the special movie vehicles. Right, of course the A-Team van. I used to watch the A-Team all the time. I guess this is Christine. I don't know if I want to get this close to it or not. Alright, Plymouth Fury Christine. Wow. And the Ghostbusters. Very cool. See that? Wow. The Adam West Batmobile. 66 model. That's wild. Check it out. General Lee. Dang. '69 Charger. And the coolest kit car around. Filmed this one several times. Love this car. And he's got the trailer It's awesome. D-Man. It's great. Check it out. Crazy Impala. That's bad right there. That wild. Crazy Dodge. That's beautiful right there. 52 Ford F1. Absolutely gorgeous. I love these cars. Look at this. Isn't that awesome? Wow. Chevy Impala SS, 1966. Gorgeous. Here's something you don't see every day. Check this 66 Mustang. That's a beauty. K-code car. Fantastic. Now check this out. Gorgeous Fairlane 500. That's a 64, I think. 63. No, 64. I was right. It was wrong on the sign at first, and they marked it out. If it was a 63, it would have little fins back there on the back, little bitty ones. I like the 64s. That's gorgeous. There's something funny about this car. Yeah, that was bad. That's one bad. Camaro funny car too. That's awesome. Here's one I've seen a couple times. Always love it. This is in our Run the Sun magazine as well. That's available at muscleonthemountains.com. You can see this incredible ride in there, along with many, many other great vehicles from the Run of the Sun car show. That's a wild little Mazda. RX-3, 77 Mazda. Wow. Another 77 Mazda. Isn't that wild? And here's a mean second-gen Camaro. Look at this. Wow. A 72 Rally Sport. See the split bumper. Z28. Okay. Nice. Wow. That is a beast. Super cool car. Gorgeous Corvette. Look at this. I love this color. That's amazing. 66. Isn't that gorgeous? That is one crazy little build. Look at this. 83 Isuzu Pup. A Hulk theme going on. Mercy. Can't imagine what that sounds like. Wow. Gorgeous 67. Wow. You don't expect to see that in there. Right? Or I didn't, anyway. Maybe you did. That's awesome. in process 68 Chevelle. Mercy. Dang. That's one crazy Cadillac right there. Mercy. Wow. Cool Jeep. Very cool display also. It's awesome. Oh, look at this beautiful 70 Roadrunner. Isn't it gorgeous? Wow. Yeah, that's a beauty right there. Love that color. Looking very original. And check out this satellite. A couple of sweet Mopars over here. Straight drive. Look at this. 65 Plymouth Satellite. Cool Bronco, I guess. Yeah. Very lovely Corvettes. That's one wild hot rod right there. 31 Buick Sport Coupe. Wow. That's just crazy. Gorgeous little Nova with a lot of engine. Mercy. It's a 64 Chevy 2. Nice. 88 Suburban. Check out this hauler. That's massive. Not for hire. Check out this 67 Chevy 2 on an 87 Peterbilt. Wow. That's a heck of a race car right there. Goodness. Another one you don't see every day. Suzuki. And a Jeep. Scrambler. Check out this race car. Wow. That's one low pickup right there. '69 Camaro. Got a beauty. Z28 302. So this 71 Malibu Chevelle. That's awesome. Malibu Sport Coupe. With a 383 going on. Just Cobra. That's awesome. With one of those Boss 302 engines. That works. Pontiac. 79 Grand Le Mans. know that I've ever seen one of these. 66 Impala. So many incredible cars in this show. I can see why it's a multi-day show. I'm just here on Saturday, and it's going to be hard to see everything. It really is. Some of it I'm not able to spend much time with, and I'd love to. That's a bad car right there. Very cool. 50 Mercury Coupe. I'll tell you, if you like bikes, you will not be disappointed at this show. I mean, seriously, check it out. Wow. How cool is this paint? That is crazy. So many people around. I would like to film that one more, but I just can't get in there. A little school bus. Wow. Check this gorgeous 67 Malibu. That's a beauty. I like that. Isn't that beautiful? Dang. Very cool Chevy Cheyenne. And always one of our favorite trucks. I've filmed this thing many times, never get tired of it. One of the sweetest Chevy pickup builds you will ever see anywhere. This thing is top of the line all the way. Wow.
Well, you go keep on doing. I'm gonna charge you for that. How you doing?
I'm great, brother. How are you doing?
Good.
Gorgeous 72. Wow, what a color. Right? Mercy. That's awesome. Wow, this is gorgeous.
Hey, make sure you get the roof in there too. Look at the roof inside.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's fantastic. Look at this. Gorgeous pickup. 32 Ford. Looking sweet. Yeah, it's awesome. I like this. That's a good looking Nova. '70 Nova. Isn't that great? Nice. 2015 Dodge. Isn't that cool? Absolutely awesome. 64 Impala. That's nice. Isn't that a beauty? Look at this. Wow. Look at this paint. Dang. Wow. There's a beauty. goodness.
How you doing, Andy?
Good. How you, brother?
Good.
You too. That's fantastic. Massive. What a gorgeous car. I love a 70 Chevelle, and that right there, it's about as good as one gets. Love this pearl interior. Saw this car very recently. Love it. It's fantastic. Datsun 240Z. The old straight six. It's a good looking pickup. Early 60s. Nice. 62. It's pretty wild right there, isn't it? I think I saw this one recently too. Thank you. Gorgeous 39 Ford. Nice.
Gateway when I left my accident there.
That's right.
I wonder if they sold it.
I don't know. I hope so. Okay, y'all. Here we go. Boss 302. Absolutely incredible. I love the yellow. Wow. Huh? Yes. 1970 Boss 302. That's gorgeous. Isn't that a beauty? Yep, I love it. Okay, wow. 70 Barracuda, right? Miss Fortune. I've seen pictures of this car, seen videos of this car. I don't think I've ever seen it in person, but mercy. Look at those centerline auto drags. That's so tough on that car. Dude, what a car. Plymouth Barracuda Grand Coupe. Mercy. Yeah, that's awesome. Very cool. So many fantastic rides in here at this show. Oh my goodness. Yes, 73 CUDA. Looking fantastic. Very cool. Little Red Express. These are great. Check this out. That's tough right there. Very, very tough. Look at this. Little Nissan. And look at this. Yeah. Wow. Check this out. Wow. That's pretty wild up there. 41 Willis. Dude.
We have a video call show up there.
Yes. Wow. Yeah, look at this 66 convertible. Mercy. I mean Chevelle. Wow. And this 57 Chevy over here in the same display. Very difficult to get around some of these cars. It's pretty tough. Wow. Wow, what a beauty. 383 Magnum. Convertible. Challenger RT. That's gorgeous. 1970. Awesome. There's so much to see at this show. 68 Camaro. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know how in the world I'm going to pick a top 10. I think what I'm going to do is just film the vehicles, pick it out later, because, I mean, my goodness, how do you do this on the fly with so many great stuff? So, yeah, I think I'll just pick out my top 10 from my footage. We'll post that at the end with a countdown. That's just awesome. Wow. Gorgeous Barracuda. Very cool. Super sweet Chevy pickup. Look at this. That's awesome. 69 Suburban. Looks like kind of like the one I saw over there for sale at Arcade. Wow. Oh my goodness. Look at this 70 Mustang. Huh? I mean, wow. Yeah, I like that. So a lot of times, especially at shows like this, you'll see race cars that just look like race cars. This actually is the race car. I've actually seen this one run before. This is an amazing car. Super fast. Puts on an incredible show. That's tough right there. Night Stalker. The legend Dennis Gage here. Maybe I'll be able to get through that line here in a minute if it's not so bad and talk to him. More great bikes. Nice. Seriously, man, there's such great bikes here. I'm not even a bike person. But these are some real standouts. Wow. let me just say, something I really appreciate about this show is there's no music. This 59 Impala right here is just incredible. The only music you have is over here in that corner, but it works out great because they are literally chopping the top on a vehicle while you watch. And so it covers up the music. Oh, check this out. Wow. 66 Olds 442. How cool is that? Dang. Isn't that awesome? Wow. Cool little hot rod. '27 Ford Roadster. Gorgeous Ford pickup. Yeah, that's awesome. '26 Ford. Wow. Some really cool stuff here. Morgan Aeromax. Wow. Bowles Engineering Land Speed Racer. Wow. I may have already filmed this truck. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. It looks great. Super cool. Look at this. Wow. Another Maine Impala, 1962. Right? Super tough. Wow, little pickup. Polara, 63 Polara. Is that a Max Wedge? Somebody tell me if you know. '29 Ford. King Ranch. Wow. Little King Ranch. That's a beast right there. Mercy. Beautiful Nova. 472. Wow. All right, here we go with my top 10 countdown from 10 to 1. See if you agree with me on these. Here's number 10. got y'all here with the legend,
The man, the myth, the mustache.
there you go, the mustache. I love it. Dennis Gage, how are you doing, brother?
Good, man, good.
Good to finally meet you. I've watched you for years, literally, obviously. You're kind of the original, I would
I
say.
actually am definitely the original. I'm the official OG.
Right?
This is the 30th year of my show.
Wow.
I've been on TV longer than Gunsmoke.
Not many people can say that, right?
No, it's true. And a lot of the shows that are out there came through my show in one way or another. Actually, I was the first guy to put Dave Kindig on the air.
Okay.
Steve Darnell, Vegas Hot Rods, Joe Martin, back 20 years ago. Danny Coker. I mean, all those people were people that, and especially Kid Dave, you know, who was like, I met this guy at a show, and I was blown away by his work. And this was before anybody knew who Dave Kindig was. And I was like, man, we got to do something with you.
Yeah.
And that led to his show. And Dave's just an artist, just a genuinely wonderful guy.
That's
a great
cool.
guy.
That's cool. I meet a lot of really wonderful people doing this. That's one of my favorite things about it. Of course, everybody loves the cars, but you know, the car culture, the car people are some of the best people you'll ever meet.
Yeah, there are worse hobbies.
Yeah, for sure. Not many more expensive hobbies, but there are worse ones.
Well, I tell you, it goes cars, boats, airplanes.
Right. Yeah. Now, airplanes, I love airplanes, but I'm not knowledgeable about airplanes.
Nor am I.
I'd love to be. But, so, now people like me can do this because we have YouTube. But what was it like before YouTube was a thing? How did you get started doing what you do?
Well, it's an accident. It really was a complete accident.
Wow.
This is not my background. I have a PhD in chemistry.
Wow. Did not know that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And I was, a 15-year corporate R&D career, Fortune 500 companies. And prior to that, I was a musician and toured with bands for a while.
What'd you play?
Pedal steel guitar.
Really?
Yeah. And I just fell into it, and it just worked. It was at a time when you could do that. You can't do that anymore.
Right.
But back in the day when cable first came about, suddenly we went from 3 channels to 34.
Right.
34, oh my God. But then there was all these networks that suddenly had air, but no content, no money.
Right.
So independent producers like me would link up with an independent network like TNN,
Sure.
the national network.
Yeah.
And,
I remember watching it.
Yeah, I mean, they basically started. TNN was MTV's, country music's MTV 5 days a week.
Right.
And on the weekend it was hunting, fishing, and cars.
Right, okay.
And to this day, we all watch car shows on Saturday and Sunday mornings because TNN taught us to.
That's great.
But back then, you would go to them and you would say, look, I got a show here. And they'd go, okay, that's enough of that show. You would produce it and give it to them for free.
Yeah.
And they would, it was barter. It was a deal. It was what the model was. And then you would split the commercial inventory. You could sell a sponsorship. You could have some in-show stuff. So you basically had to sing for your supper at every level. You put up the money to produce the show.
Right.
You gave it away for free. Then you had to go sell advertising and sponsorship and placement stuff to get your money back.
Yeah.
And if you could do okay.
Yeah.
And so the barter system, which isn't around anymore, now it's time buy if you can even get that. And time is really expensive.
Right.
But you really, with the consolidation of networks and everything, it's impossible. You can't do it anymore. I was just lucky. Story of my life.
So I've noticed that like a lot of the people that started out with television shows, right? As of recently, a lot of those are gone, and they're just on YouTube now, right?
Right.
So,
and they're just on YouTube in reruns.
Right.
Because most of those people with those television shows don't own them. They were owned by the network.
Right.
That was the other good thing about barter. See, I actually own this show. Like Kindig, he doesn't own the show.
Right.
Wayne Greeny doesn't own the show.
Joe and Amanda don't own the show. The networks own it. They're not on TV anymore because they're not in production anymore because the networks decided it's too expensive, we can't do this. But we have enough episodes in the bank that we can run reruns forever.
Right, sure.
So that's that's the thing. So now though you see those shows on YouTube, but they're all in rerun.
Right. Okay. And then some of those people, of course, who didn't own their show, had to basically just start fresh. With the YouTube channels and that kind of thing.
Yeah, because they can't even use the name.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Don't own yourself. That's terrible.
Yeah. Talk to Creedence Clearwater Revival about that. John Fogerty about not owning your own stuff for 40 years.
Right.
But yeah, it's rare. Me and Stacey David Gears are probably only a couple of the guys out there that really own their own shows.
Wow.
And Stacey didn't own the early stuff when he was with Trucks or Truck. I don't know, whatever it was back in the TNN days. Then he split off and he created Gears, and from Gears on, Stacey's been the owner of that.
Okay. So, having done this for so long and seen practically everything, what were your favorite things to film? Like, did you have something that just really was your thing that you enjoyed?
I really don't. For me, everything's in the moment. Okay. I think, and my show's become known for kind of offbeat, oddball stuff you don't see every day, and that's because I've been doing it for 30 years.
Right.
And I've been Cuda Camaro Mustang to death. And not that I don't like those cars, and I've owned all those cars.
Right.
But if I was still doing just mainstream stuff, I wouldn't be in my 30th year.
Yeah.
It's because
you can only shoot a Mustang so many times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And everybody goes, "Oh, this is the only one they made like this." Yeah, but it looks like every other one. I know the VIN says this, but most people don't care about those 18 numbers.
Right.
So I'm always looking for frankly, I'm looking for something I don't know much about.
Yeah.
I shoot the show to learn things.
That's great.
I learn from everybody I talk to.
That's awesome. So, thank you so much for talking to me. It's been a joy to meet you. I've watched you, like I said, forever, and I will continue to watch you.
All right.
Thank you, brother.
Continue to watch him.
There you go. As I've said many times, some of the coolest vehicles are in the parking lot of car shows. This 71 Charger RT 440 Magnum. How cool is that? Out here in the parking lot. Yeah, that's tough. All right, y'all, that's going to wrap it up for me out here at the first annual Greenville Motorama. Got to meet Dennis Gage, got to film tons of amazing rides. How do you like my top 10? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Be sure to check out all the other videos on the channel. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. We're going to Run to the Sun this week, so there's already a best of Run to the Sun video linked at the end of this one. Be sure to watch that one. We'll see you all in the next one.